I think let me first give an opportunity to the Commander Land Forces, and then I'll talk after her.
Ingrid Turinawe, first
People
time
power.
at Pure Power.
Our power.
People power.
Hello.
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 Freedom for all.
All for freedom.
All for freedom. Freedom for all.
All for freedom.
Mwebale nnyo mwebalire ddala. Mwebale okutegeka omukolo. Congratulations. Thank you for being smart. Era mbakopere. You beat everyone on branding. Thank you for branding yourselves. You see your bantings, you see your flyers, you see your dresses, you see your banners, and everything is just the same. Congratulations. We got invitation late in the night. Nasigala nebuuza oba ngende oba ndeke era ntuuse okutuuka wano nga ngamba oba ndeke kubanga we had a court twasoose mu court ya honorable council Aaron Kiiza ng'amanyi maybe it is going to take a long time naye tugenza okuvaayo n'engamba kasita tuvuddeyo Dorini n'ampamya n'agamba katukole ki katugende ogizi baffe ogi omukulu ogi asingira ddala ogi waffe Honorable Namboze ntegeeza ogi eya University of Understanding abeeruzira naye nze nakwatibwako nnyo basisters baffe bwe bajja Helen Olivia Nabosa, my sister there, Banange, Nagamba to say if we don't get together, we will perish. Nengamba, we better get together to fight, or we do what? We perish. Naye message jeni na kwaba abasajja abatukuba kubanga they should know we are not going to stop. We are going to fight because women are fighters. Women can fight while silent, they can fight while crying, they can talk while fighting, they can even fight in bed, they can fight while producing children. Women can fight. Era tetugenda kuleka naye bwe mba mutukuba mutukube mufeyale weeru mutukube mufeyale just mutukube munga mutu wa respect ne dignity abaana abo baba kuba n'empulira obusungu nagamba banange kanfulume komera ngende kavule era bwe mbategese okwekalakaasa okulala ninaba ogizi banga abalala nina Honorable Nagudi wuyo kansala Honorable Farida abadde wano weebukoma nsimbi bwe mbamba yisizaamu obusimu mujje tugende turumbe nze ndumba nina problem bwe mbasazeewo okulumba ndumba era ne mabega sikola ki situnula ndumba mpaka nga ndumbye era ntuuse gye nkola ki ndumba n'okuba nkuba n'etteke nkola ki nkuba bweba nzemu okubayisa banange temukola ki temubula ekisembayo leaders of NUP I'm requesting you take these cases to courts. Abantu baffe bano be bakubye mwe mugendeyo mu court temufaayo nze mbadde mu court mujukira bwe bantu lugunya nga bansika amabeere namara 12 years mu court nga sirina nasuubi naye omusango bagusala nenguwangula n'akasente bampadde ntaddewa wano era ngenda kulumba akalulu n'amaani ng'anyina ki akasente muteekeyo emisango bwebanga tebatusasudde bajja kutusasula gavumenti ng'ekoze ki tujja kwesasula gavumenti ng'ekyuse si kyekyo mwebale nnyo mwewalire ddala Mukama Katonda bankuumire. People power, people power. Ndowooza Commander Land Forces mumuwulidde bwagamba tulumbe nga tukola ki nga tulumba. The First Lady Bobi Kyagulanyi, they say today we are starting with you. The President of NUP, our most able leader of opposition, the Honorable Joel Senyonyi, members of Parliament, and all protocol observed. Mr.
Mr. President, I bring you revolutionary greetings from your friend, from your mentor, retired but not tired, Dr. Chiza Besigye. Ladies and gentlemen, you might be surprised why you see us here, but Dr. Chiza Besigye has always maintained one message, and that is the message of unity. And he has always preached unity. He has said we need to unite against being divided. And therefore, by all means, we had to be here today. By all means, we had to be here today and celebrate the women. And celebrate the women at the front. And by the way, for the first time, Nangendi Mulwanyi, I'm a soldier. But I was defeated, and I went to the leader of opposition, Ngandawe barefoot soldiers. You ladies, you inspire me. Because since I came here, they have been standing in that one position. They have not taken anything. They have been standing in the sun. Even when it rained, our tent here was being adjusted, but the women stood their ground. We love you, we appreciate you, and we are so proud of you. And when I reached here today, I said the dictator does not know be broken. And therefore I testify that when we decide, the dictator is indeed going to go. We came together and said, time up, dictator. It's about time we came together and focused on our points of convergence. It's about time we say enough is enough. And Mr. President, I appreciate you. I was reading about, he responded and said, he first laughed and then he said, the political part of my wife, he said, my wife belongs to the kitchen, he belongs to the sitting room, and she also belongs to the other room. But I appreciate that you know your wife does not only belong in the kitchen, the First Lady does not only belong in the other room that Buhari was talking about, she does not only belong to the sitting room, but she belongs to the front line. And Madam Bobi, we see you. We see the work you're doing. We see the work you're doing for the dregs of society. We see the work you're doing for the women that have long been abandoned by the dictator. And you're the real First Lady. Mumanyi oli yasuubizane sanitary pads naye nezikolachi nezimulema. Not even giving them reusable pads. We appreciate you, Bobi. We admire you. We shall always stand with you, and we shall always support you. Ladies and gentlemen, when I look at Nina Rose, I look at Irene, I look at Ambassador Wabana. For me, I'm looking at Miriam Makeba. I am looking at Lake Dube. I am looking at Bob Marley. We do not take what you're doing for granted. We appreciate you. We know what it means. We know the risk that you're taking for us to have a better country. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been arrested a number of times, over 25 times. And most times people wonder, how come I do not give up on the struggle? But every time we go on the streets to demonstrate, we know that we can be imprisoned for life. We know we can be killed. But let me ask you, what alternative do we have? What choice do we have? Should we give up on our country because we fear being killed? Don't we have leaders that have been killed at the front line? Don't we celebrate them? Don't we admire them? What is the worst that can happen if we go on the streets? We know we can be imprisoned. Did Nelson Mandela spend 27 years in prison? Hasn't Machete spent 4 years in prison? Has his resolve been broken? Ladies and gentlemen, we need to take charge. Ladies, we need to be at the forefront. I always talk about the first elected female president of Africa, Sirleaf Johnson. Sirleaf Johnson Ellen. Do you know who brought her into power? It was the women. It was the women. I implore you all women to go and watch a documentary, Praying the Devil Back to Hell. Can't we pray the devil back to hell? Can't we pray the devil back to hell? Can't we put behind our political differences and we say once and for all, we are kicking the dictator out of power? Ladies and gentlemen, I know we have what it takes. Ladies and gentlemen, and the time is now. Ingrid talked about women fighting in bed. Those women of Liberia told their men, no more sexual intercourse. We want all of you to go at the forefront and fight dictator Taylor out of power. And that was done. People power. People power. As I conclude in the interest of time, I know when I start talking about the struggle, I will talk and talk and talk. It's about time for us to stop tiptoeing. It's about time we kick the dictator out of power. And we have the numbers. And we have the numbers. Ladies and gentlemen, we are not going to massage the dictator out of power. We are not going to massage the dictator out of power. We have to unite so that together we have a Uganda that is for everyone. As we talk today, more than 10 women are going to die, or some have already died, when they are trying to bring life. As we talk today, we have children, girls, who are dropping out of school because they cannot afford sanitary towels. Ladies, we cannot afford to keep quiet. We cannot afford to keep quiet. People power.
Our power.
Our power.
People power.
We shall never, never, never surrender. We shall never, never, never surrender. Never, never, never surrender. Never, never, never surrender. People power.
Our power.
Our power.
People power.
Thank you very much, Your Lordship, Deputy Lord Mayor Nyanjura, and thank you very much, Ingrid. Sisters in the struggle, united in the struggle for freedom and democracy in our country. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to call upon my deputies. I don't work alone in the Women League. I have 4 deputy chairpersons of the Women